Welcome to Gentle Yoga with Leo. We're going to start today in a posture known as constructive rest. Some folks call it active rest. And to come into it first, draw your knees up like this. Usually then we say hug your knees. Don't hug your knees. Just let your knees float around. Just kind of letting your legs drift. Letting those femurs roll around in the hip sockets a bit. Then one at a time, you're going to let your feet flop down, plant the soles of your feet, one foot, then the other. And want to have your knees lean in towards each other and your legs feel as passive as you can get them to feel. So some degree of turning your toes in and turning your heels out. So your feet are planted pretty flat, your knees are leaning in, but it doesn't feel like a lot of effort. And bring your hands to rest on the bottom of your rib cage, like your bottom rib, if you can feel that. If you can't, just like point your middle fingertips towards like your belly button and your thumbs up kind of towards your sternum, and your hands should probably be about on your bottom ribs there. Fingertips near the belly button, like everybody's built differently, but maybe you can feel the bottom rib crossing your palm, maybe you can't. Doesn't matter. Open hands at rest. That's the more important part. Open wrists at rest, so your wrists are in like a nice ergo typing position. Hands in line with your arms and elbows resting on the ground. And that's the posture. You can close your eyes if you want and start to focus on your breath. As your breath slows down and gets deeper, just saying a bit more about this position, constructive rest or active rest. It's nicely grounding, a lot of contact with the ground, and good passive opening for hips and shoulders, the biggest joints in your body. And also with your spine parallel to the ground, the fluid in your spinal column is distributed evenly. And the idea is that the spongy discs between your vertebrae will hydrate more evenly with the fluid, with the column vertical, with your spine, no, horizontal. With your spine horizontal, the fluid is spread out across your spinal column evenly. That's the idea. So feel your contact with the floor, taking whatever's going on around you. Notice what's going on within you. Scan your body. Just notice what you're thinking, whatever emotions are present. Not looking to change any of it, just noticing and noticing and noticing where we are at the start. What's going on in this moment. Now, if you have a practice where you meditate for longer periods than the minute or two we do sometimes during yoga vinyasa practice, asana practice, 17 minutes in this posture is said to let your spine reach its maximum length. So sometimes for like a longer meditation session, what I'll do is set like a 20-minute timer, give myself a couple minutes to get situated. And then when the timer goes off, I know I've been lying like this for 17 minutes or so. So maybe you do that in silence, you do it with music, you do it with some guided meditation audio, or, you know, if you do a guided meditation video with your eyes closed, it's a guided meditation audio, right? There's a lot of that stuff out there. There's apps for this. Meditation practices. If in noticing how you feel, scanning your body, you feel any stiffness or soreness or other discomfort, just take note of it now to keep it in mind as we practice, knowing that you can modify or skip anything we'll be doing. And then maybe it's part of your practice to set an intention. A lot of folks like to do that. If so, you can do that now. Let that finish forming in your mind and taking root in your heart. Before we begin moving around, let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sigh. We'll start to move little by little, nice and slowly. You can let your knees sort of wave back and forth, start to wiggle your fingers and toes, move your head a bit. Any movements are fine, whatever your body wants is good. Just take it slowly. Let the movements get bigger and bigger. Maybe yawn and stretch like you just woke up. I woke up over 4 hours ago, but a big yawn and stretch after those quiet minutes. Now hug your knees to your chest. Go ahead and rock and roll massage your back against the ground. Plant your left foot with your heel in close towards your butt. Cross your right ankle above your left knee. Reach your arms to the sides with your palms up. We'll take an energizing spinal twist. Let your shoulders stay grounded. Let your legs go to the left and turn your head to the right. Let your breath bring you out. Once again, I set up too close to these giant plant pots and had to scoop myself over. There we go. Now I have room for my legs. Energizing twists are good many times, but for morning practice, it's early for the folks on Zoom in Palm Springs. Here it's a couple hours later, but I already had a busy morning. Getting up, having breakfast, running some errands, going to the new house we're building, and doing some yard work and gardening stuff, and then dashing back here for practice. So energizing twist is nice. Bring everything back to center. Cross those legs the other way. And let's twist the other way. Come back up to center. Uncross your legs. Hug your knees to your chest. Take a few full body stretches. Inhale, reach those arms and legs all the way out. And exhale, curl up again. Follow the pace of your breathing. If it feels good to take an extra breath while you're curled up or while you're stretched out, take an extra breath wherever you want. See if you can use the whole inhale to lengthen out and the whole exhale to curl up, slowing down the movement. And then let's sit up. You can rock back and forth or tip onto one side and press up from the floor with your hands and arms. Sit however you're comfortable sitting. Yes, I think I want to sit up on my blocks. Sometimes I'm not sure, so I try it without first and see how it feels. Asking the body, how do you want to sit? Instead of letting the brain pick which way to sit. But yes, more often than not, my body likes having this support under my seat to let my pelvis tilt forward and the hips open up. That feels much better today. Rest your hands on thighs or knees. Inhale, bring your heart forward, let your head go back. Exhale, bring your heart back, let your head tip forward. Follow your breath. Keep going. You keep going. I got to reposition myself. I just realized I'm too close to this baby lime tree here. You know, when I heard it, when I start to do some bigger movements. When I move, I'll miss this sort of captive jungle, but my house, new house, is surrounded by natural jungle, not in pots. But we started putting some things in pots. Mostly a lot of stuff not in pots. After your next exhale, sit up. Let your arms hang by your sides for a minute. Lift your left shoulder towards your ear. Slide it back. Let it down. And then your right shoulder up, back, down. Now reach out like this. Rest your fingertips on the floor. Inhale, lift your left arm up alongside your head. As you exhale, let your arm drape over your head. Fingertips come to rest by the right ear. Using mostly just the weight of your arm. Draw your head to the left. And if you want, you can raise your right hand a little, reach out for your fingertips, like you just dropped a pen over here and you're trying to pick it up. If that right hand is raised, let it down. Now let your neck remain passive. Let your left hand slide across and down and use your arm to nudge your head back to the center. Let this hand down. Sorry, little lime tree. No damage. Inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, let it drape over your head. And gently draw your head to the right. If you want, lift your left hand a little. Reach out for your fingertips. If your left hand is raised, let it down. Let your neck be passive. Let your right hand slide across, down, and use it to lift your head up. Let the right hand down. Now walk your left hand behind you and bring your right hand over to your left leg. Inhale to lengthen up. Exhale to twist some more. So the supine twist, the energizing twist we did on our backs, get more into the lower spine. The seated twist allows more room to get into the upper spine. Because of course, with your shoulders on the ground, your upper spine can't twist much. You can turn your head and twist through the neck, but the thoracic spine can't twist while your shoulders are down. Doesn't work. Let your twist unwind and then go the other way. Bring your right hand behind you and your left hand to your right leg. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. And like that, unwind. And let's come up onto our hands and knees. However you want to get there is fine. Take your time. I'm partial to tipping forward using the blocks. Like that. Reach back with your right foot. Press the ball of your foot against the floor. On an inhale, reach your left arm out to the side. On an inhale, raise that right foot, reach it straight back through the sole of your foot. Bend your knee, reach that hand back, take hold of your foot or leg if you're able. Kicking against your hand, raising your knee and your chin. Release, lower down. Reach back, press into the ball of your left foot. On an inhale, reach your right arm out to the side. On the next inhale, pick your left foot up, reach and straight back. Bend your knee, reach your hand back and see about taking the bind. Release, lower down. Step your right foot up to your hands. You can bring blocks in under your hands if you like. Step your left foot up by your right foot and hang out in forward fold, swing, exploring movement. And gently nod your head. And shake your head. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your left. Inhale, reach out to the sides. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades. You hug yourself, or if it's in your practice, take eagle arm, you decline it on hands. Then if you're taking eagles, reach up and forward. Drawing your shoulder blades further apart. Inhale, open up. As you exhale, cross your arms the other way. Inhale, open up. Exhale, let your arms down. Inhale, out and up. Take hold of your left wrist with your right thumb and forefinger. As you exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, come up to center, switch your grip to the other wrist. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Let's grab the blocks if you have blocks. If you don't, it's okay. Manage. Hands on the block, step your left foot back. Runner's lunge. Just for a breath or two, and then let the left knee down. Untuck your left toes. Rock forward and back, sort of sinking into your hips. And as you do so, explore deepening the stance, scooting the right foot forward and or scooting the left knee back, just to whatever degree feels okay. Sort of as you explore, maybe you find some more room, create some more space. Opening the hips, opening things throughout the pelvis. And let's make this movement bigger now. As you slide back, think of sitting towards your left heel. So you can slide the blocks or walk the blocks back. Keep your spine long. So maybe you set the blocks aside. You can rest your fingertips on the ground. Maybe you stack the blocks higher than I have them. Rock forward. And just explore that however you like. If it feels good to pause more at the back of that movement or at the front to see what your body wants. So as we go back, we rock up onto the right heel. As we come forward, we let the sole of the foot come back. And it doesn't matter how far back or how far forward you go. Sometimes when I do this, I'll actually sit on that back heel. But that doesn't seem to be the case today, and that's all right. It's not a goal to sit on my heel. It's something that happens sometimes. It's about what the body wants, how much of the movement the body wants, and how much time in each end of the movement the body wants to hang on. Feeling it about equal today. It feels just as good to pause at the back end of the movement as it does at the front end of the movement. For me today, on this side. Who knows? On the other side, we'll see. So now, when you come forward, wrists under the shoulders and ankle under the right knee. We're going to now shorten the stance and scoot the left knee forward to come out of this by just stepping the left foot forward. Come to forward, forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands up. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale down. Rest your hands and step your right foot back for runner's lunge. Then let the right knee down and tuck the toes. Sink forward in your hips. And as you hang out there, explore, deepening the stance, scooting the left foot forward. I sort of scrunch my toes and slide, walk my foot forward, scooting the right knee back. Now let's start to slowly slide and run back, come up onto the left heel. Oh, that feels good in the back of that leg. Slide forward when you want and stay there as long as you like, just as we did before. Exploring at your own pace, seeing what your body wants from this. Maybe your body wants more padding under your right knee. That's what my body's just telling me now. I'm gonna double my mat. I'm just gonna fold the edge of my mat up. So 2 layers of mat under that knee. A little nicer if you have a blanket, a towel, or a knee pad handy, but I don't have any of that handy here, so I just fold my mat up. I don't think I've ever done that out here. Something about this knee today. It needed extra padding. Maybe something to do with the gardening. And then next time you come forward, let's make that the in for this side. Now I'm gonna let go my extra layer of mat. You can start to shorten your stance. And then step your right foot forward. Hey, here comes Brady, has come to join us. Inhale, lift up halfway. Oh, not breathing. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the hump. This yogi pausing for a drink. Checking the time. And let's play with some balancing. Let's play with dancer pose. You can use the strap for dancer pose if you want. I'll show with and without the strap. So to do it without the strap is bring the weight to the left leg. Oh yes, and you can step over by the wall or the furniture to have something to grab onto to steady your side. Weight in the left leg, reach the right heel towards your butt. And then you can grab your foot like this on the outside of your foot, or like this on the inside of your foot. And if neither of those seem doable, what we do is take your strap, you put it across the front of the ankle, and hold the ends in our hand. And then we can go like that, hold the leg with the strap. So whichever works for you, holding your foot with your hand or using your strap. I'm going to set my strap aside. I want to show that option. So then your left hand could be on some support or it could be at the heart. You're gonna draw your knee back and let your torso tip forward. Usually I like my hand on the inside of my foot, but today my body said, no, let's change grip. And then maybe if you're not using your left hand to steady yourself, you can reach forward. Keep breathing, let the left knee stay soft. Spine is long. Eyes are looking forward. Now let's see about rewinding slowly. Come out to the same step. So if the left arm is extended, bring it back. Bring yourself more vertical. Release your foot. Take your left leg. And anything else you want to do. And then we'll do it the other way. Bring the weight to your right leg. Right hand can be at your heart. Come on, support. Lift your left heel towards your butt. You can have your strap in your hand or grab your foot or ankle in your hand. When you're ready, start to draw the left knee back, keeping it towards the center line, not too far. And the other knee, let the torso tip forward. If you want, if you can, reach the right hand. Maybe you want to, and you can't. That's okay. Maybe you can and you don't want to. That's also. You don't have to go to the fullest expression you're capable of every time. Some days you just want to do something different. You want to do a bit less. Let's slowly rewind bit by bit. Find strength, slowness, and shake things out. Really felt that deep quadriceps stretch on that leg. Okay, we're going to play with another balance for which you may or may not want to use the strap. You can decide. So I'll show you first with the strap as we did before. So you were just standing on your right leg. So we'll start with standing on your left leg for this one. So for this one, to use the strap, hold the ends of the strap up here, step on the strap with that right foot. And hold the strap in the right hand. So your left hand might be on the wall, on the chair, or at your heart. On your hip. Lots of choices. Shift the weight to your left leg. Raise your right knee, draw on the strap to lift your leg. Now, if you're not using the strap, this right hand can be grabbing anywhere on this leg or foot, whatever's comfortable for you. And if you want, you could reach your foot forward. When you're ready, open to the side. So you could be out to the side with the knee bent. Fine too. And that's myself up changing in the middle there. Let's start over. And then maybe extend the upper arm. This is where using the walk would be handy. You go from like here to here and still play with different arm expressions while using the walk. And again, rewind bit by bit. See if you can go through the same transitions to come out. Okay, shake. I'm going to set my strap aside to do the other side. So your choice whether you use your strap or not. When you're ready, your right hand can be at your heart or your hip for support. Shift the weight to your right leg. Lift your left knee. So here, what I like to do, I could grab my boot. So you can grab anything. The strap, the leg, the foot, however you want. Reach forward if you want. Open to the side when you're ready. And maybe Extend the other arm. Sometimes you fall, you can start over anytime. Just keep breathing. Maybe I should have stayed with the strap. When you're ready, rewind. Come out with whatever slowness you can muster. Never say gracefully, never said it had to look pretty. Okay. So a little bit more flowing before we come down and sit. Just cool down. We're gonna just twice flow down. We're gonna flow as far as the downward dog and do a little variation on each side. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, hold down. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, hold. Step back to plank. Boy, for once, the dog very wisely get out of the way of the plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Exhale, back and up. Now inhale, lift your left leg up. Bend your knee, stack your hips, flex your foot, and make circles with your feet. Square your hip down, lower your leg. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down. Step back to plank. When you're ready, on an exhale, lower. Inhale to bring your heart forward. Exhale, rock back and up. Inhale, raise your right leg. Bend that knee. Stack the right hip above the left hip. Flex the right foot. Circle the right knee a couple times in each direction. Square your hips down. Lower your leg. Now let's just gently let the knees down from here. We'll just go transition to seating that way. So you can cross your ankles and walk your hands in to rock over your ankles, or you can tip onto one hip and find a seat that way. Extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. And my glasses back on. These glasses don't want to stay on in forward folds and down dog. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down. If your knees want to bend, let them bend. Inhale, think of lengthening forward. Exhale, think of lowering down. Inhale, walk your hands up your legs to sit up. Use your arms to nudge your legs apart. Bend your left knee, bring your left foot over to your right thigh or right knee, like tree pose. Pivot your torso, aim the center of your chest at your right foot, flex your right foot back towards you. If this doesn't feel good, the left knee hanging in the air, you can have a prop under your leg here like this. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down over the right leg. Reach your right arm out to the side, turn your head to the right. Point your thumb at the floor, rotate the arm. Reach the back of that hand towards your left hip. Keep drawing the right shoulder back, keep looking to the right. Extend your arm, let that rotation go. Bring your right hand over to your left hand. Open your left arm way out to the side. Then reach it up alongside your head, coming over towards your right arm. Your head can be wherever your neck feels comfortable. This is one of those postures where you might find yourself going, where am I supposed to put my head? Anywhere you want. How's that? Slowly reach up, back out to the side. Bring your left hand over to your right hand. Walk your hands up your leg to sit up. Now, if you had a prop under the bent knee, move that away. Use the arms to help the legs. Arrange them the opposite way. Extend the left, bend the right, and bring the foot across. Pivot your torso towards your left foot and flex that foot back towards you. You can have a prop under the bent knee again if you want. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Open your left arm to the side, turn your head to follow. Point your thumb at the ground. Reach the back of your hand towards your right hip. Look to the left, draw your left shoulder back. Extend your arm, let go of that rotation. Bring the left hand to the right hand. Open your right arm out to the right. Bring it up alongside your head towards the left arm. Slowly reach up and out to the right. Take your time to bring your right hand to your left hand. Inhale, walk your hands up your leg and sit up. Use your arms to extend the right leg. Nudge your legs in towards each other. Draw your knees up, plant your feet. Bring your hands behind you and make your way down onto your forearms, then down onto your back. Heels close to your butt, feet hip distance apart. For bridge pose, if you like, you can put a block between your knees. So your knees are also about hip distance apart. lining up ankles, knees, and hips for the movements of bridge. When you're ready, pressing into your feet, inhale, lift your hips. If you want a deeper heart opener, go ahead and clasp your hands, reach towards your heels, draw your shoulder blades in. I don't feel like doing that today, so I'm just saying it. If you're taking that bind, release your hands. Exhale, let your hips down. Float up and down as you like a few times. Inhaling up, exhaling down, pausing where you like, if you like. When I was gardening this morning, I was supposed to be in another yoga session, but the yogi had to cancel. My body's telling me that it would have enjoyed another hour of practice more than it enjoyed the garden work. So I'm not floating up and down. I'm just resting on the ground, drinking water while you float up and down. I'll go up one more time and let's take a supported bridge. How about that? So I'll go up two more times. I'll have to go up again to come out of supported bridge. Place a prop at the base of the spine, come down to rest on it, and let the prop do the work. Let the body soften down against it. Pressing into your feet. Inhale, lift your hips. Take that prop out from underneath. Exhale, lower down. Let's move the props out of the way. No more props today. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock and roll to massage your back against the ground. So we've done some deep stretching here for upper legs, lower back, hips. And we might think, oh, let's go ahead and do a deep spinal twist, but maybe that doesn't feel right for you. So yogi's choice. You can either cross your knees or keep your knees parallel for our final twists. And as always with supine twists, just a reminder, the closer the knees are to the torso, the deeper the twist is going to feel. And that goes for whether your knees are parallel or crossed. Arms to the side, palms up. So if you want to cross your knees, right over left, let the knees go to the left and turn your head to the right. See, I'm not crossing my knees. I don't feel like it today. So I'm not going to. Try to let your shoulders stay grounded. Let your breath wring you out. Slowly come up to center. If your knees are crossed, cross them the other way. And let's twist the other way, legs to the right, head to the left. Come on up to center. If your knees are crossed, uncross them. Reach your feet up towards the sky. Reach your hands up to grab your legs or feet and play with bending and straightening your arms and legs. Any movement at all is fine. And when you feel you've had enough inverting, make your way to your final resting pose. Get comfortable. Close your eyes if you want. Maybe recall and reflect on the intention you set for your practice. Maybe just focus on your breath. Or maybe just let all that go. Just be there and breathe. Start to find some deeper breaths. And move around little by little. Making your way up to bigger and bigger movements. There's no rush. Move mindfully and gently to sit up when you're ready. Bring your hands to your heart. Thank you for gathering to share practice today. The light within me sees and honors the twin light within each of you. Namaste.